Nice sound effect that didn't go off for some reason. $348 damage. That's what I like to see. Why did Bugenhagen allow Red to think his father was a coward and ran away? Why didn't he just stop the rumors and be like, nah, Red, he died fighting? I don't know. I think he was waiting for the right time to tell him, and then Red 13 got captured. So, then they got rid of him. I don't think Before Crisis really explains that either. Before Crisis explains a lot more about Red 13, but I don't think it explains that. I would love to get the chance to play Before Crisis one day, but it's really hard to play. It was Japan only, and it was a mobile game. It was a mobile game only in Japan. So, like, you need like a Japanese phone to play it. That's about all you got. It's like the only possibility to play it. Should kill him. It's not a big shot though. That's why I kept my limits there, so I could burst him down at the end. I was wrong, I did not kill him. But I'll do that at some point. At least time. So, what I actually want is Elemental Thunder. And then... just do this. Make him into a magic. Magic Fiend. I'm not even going to use the Tranquilizer. I don't need it. What's up, Accuracy? Man, even with Elemental Thunder, it did a lot of damage. Can we get to the save point without dying? That's the question. Please God, no. Don't do it! Okay, we're good. Thank goodness. Let's see here. Crud. I removed the materia from the others, so I get a chance to. I think I get a chance to re-equip them. I guess I'll leave this for now. Okay, so oh, you know what? Never mind. I forgot. You get to change it all before the minigame starts. Before Motorball me. Don't remind me. Okay. where's the third one? Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't even... Like, the thing that frustrates me about games nowadays and, like, remakes nowadays, that they don't even understand what made old games good. I guarantee, if the remake is ever made, that this part will be, like, super important. Like, they will spend way too much time on this part. They'll be like, this motorcycle minigame will be, like, half of their budget. They'll be like, oh, well, the motorcycle minigame is so important, we're gonna have to make this, like, the best thing ever. I forgot to put everyone in the front row. Yeah, so this fight, because he comes up behind you, it switches your row. So because I had them all in the back row, it put them all in the front row. Which I don't want. Man, does nothing have anything to steal in this game? Pretty happy about that, honestly. How many bolt plumes do I have? One. Let's do it. Holy goodness! Not gonna lie. That did some damage. Don't die, Eris. Oh, Eris died. Not what I was looking for. Holy crap, he's doing so much damage. Eris is actually the best one to die. She didn't have sadness. I did change the row at the beginning of the fight. It's the first thing I did. This is why Eris is so broken. That's why Eris is so good, because anytime he does anything that just does a bunch of damage, Eris is almost always going to get a limit break. Which means I can just interrupt his action and say, no, we all have full health. Like, most of the time when a boss is hard, it's because they use some attack like that that hits everyone for massive damage, and then while you're trying to heal each individual person, he's, you know, killing them off or whatever. But when Eris can just say, nope, you don't attack, I heal the entire party for 2/3 health. Like, you can't lose. Vanished from the death meme land. Nah, I just haven't really been feeling it. I'm not really feeling it, Mr. Krebs. If I'm not feeling it, then it's not going to be done well. Oh, is it 50%? I think it's... Is it 50%? I thought it was 2/3 max health. Maybe I'm crazy. This dude has got some health. Like, the bolt plume did like a bajillion damage, and I've been bolting him for 600 damage constantly. And, he's still not dead. I'm gonna throw a potion on Eris. I just want to make sure she lives the rolling burner, and then I can just use her limit break right after. Another star pendant. I love this part. I don't think enough games have parts like this anymore, where, like, there's a real transition between, like, the beginning where no one knows what's going on and things are kind of developing to, alright, we're gonna go on this big adventure now. Should I do Barrett skip? Or... Cerebron with the 100 bits. Now to the real world. Thanks. Thanks for the follow, Smidge1987. Thanks for coming. I'm glad you're here. Alright, now that we're officially out of Midgar, I'm going to take out the Red 13 donation thingamadoohickey. What? No. That face when numlock wasn't working. Oh. How did Red 13 climb down? Good question. The answer is math. Oh no, not robot monsters. I'm glad you're here too, Smidge. Hope you enjoy the stream, dude. Thanks for coming. Oh no, Barrett's gonna die a horrible death. Quick, use Big Shot before you die. Oh my god, these things got some health. Maybe I should have stopped Barrett from dying or something, because like, these things aren't going down as easy as I thought. I don't have a soft, do I? I didn't even get softs this early. Barrett's just gonna chill out for a bit. Don't worry about him. With my square sword. Yeah, the hard edge looks pretty weird. The hard edge looks like one of those weapons that would be like really strong but have like no materia slots, but for some reason it has 4, which is double what the Buster Sword gives you, and pretty much more than you'll get for a while. Don't steal. Echo Screen. Don't steal my Echo Screen, you jerk. What's up, Sin Dragon? Ha! I stole another from him. I stole a better item than you stole from me. I'm the better stealer. What is that donation? $91.63 donation. Holy crap. Holy cow, thank you so much. You destroyed the cup. The cup is gone. That cup is no more. Thank you so much, Isaminar, for the $91 donation. Holy crap. Hitaru Black is gonna be sad that you stole Vincent from her. Holy cow. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Part of that donation will go towards this month's charity, the Prevent Cancer Foundation. And the rest will go towards keeping this stream alive. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. What incredible donation. Oh, whoops. I forgot to change the name, didn't I? I just gave Atari Black more money. Maybe. Wait, was he looking the other way? What? I never noticed that. Does that normally happen? He just doesn't even turn around. Is he looking this way? He looks like he's looking the other way. No, it's gotta be looking the other way, because his hair is, yeah. He's looking the other way. He's just like, yeah, whatever, it's item store. Whatever. Get the crap, get out. Put the money on the table. What do I buy? All I want are tranquilizers. Do I want heal? I don't know. I definitely want earth. I know that. The mithril saber isn't even as good as the hard edge, so I could get some better. I could get these two, some better weapons. But I'm not really that worried about it because I'm mostly just using materia right now. I think I'd rather just have more materia. I should be able to at least get the cannonball. I can sell my battery. My battery I never used. Forgot to use it. I could get rid of a mithril armlet since I have 4. I could get rid of bronze bangles, mithril rod. Oh, I still don't have enough. Oh, shut up. I want to save after doing my shopping. The Nightmare mod was 1,000 times harder than this mod. But most of the difficulty came from it being broken, not the actual difficulty. How many hours do I have on Final Fantasy VII? Who frickin' knows? Who knows? On Steam I have like, I don't remember how much, like 600 hours or something. But that's just on Steam. That doesn't include any of my mod stuff or any of me playing it on the original PS1. How many years? Go, Cloud. You can do it. Get him. Holy crap. Sephiroth does a little more damage than normal. I guess the hardcore mod buffed Sephiroth as well. Foreshadowing. So, who votes I do the speedrun strat and just skip half the game right here? Let's just go to Materia Keeper. What do you think? just go to... Let's just forget this and go to Materia Keeper right now. $496 hours of Final Fantasy VII on Steam. It's pretty funny. What's up, buddy? Are you gonna get rid of the monsters? Did you say PS4, Alex? He's a legend. There's nothing to do here, so we're just gonna skip all this. Yeah, the speedrun strat, there's a glitch here where you can skip to Materia Keeper and skip like half the game, and that's how we beat the game in 3 hours for the speedrun. I did save out of calm, so I could technically do it, but I'm obviously not going to. $7.77 from Selzik. Skip it for the memes. Alright, maybe I will then. Just for fun. After we do it legit, I'll go back and skip it for the lulz. Yeah, so for those of you who haven't been on my stream for a long time and seen me do a Final Fantasy VII speedrun, there are 3 big skips in the game that allow you to beat Final Fantasy VII in about 3 hours, or if you're really good, less than that. They all take advantage of memory locations, and there's a couple different ones. There's wrong warps, there's Yuffie warps, and then there's game over warps. The one we're talking about right now is a game over warp, which tricks the game into thinking that Cloud is in a certain location, even though he isn't. The way it works basically is you die during this flashback scene, and then game over warp to the flashback scene, but on a different save file. And what it does to the game is it confuses the game into thinking that you're in Nibelheim, but you're not in the flashback. So the game says, oh, you're in Nibelheim, or Nibelheim, whichever you prefer, you pronounce it as. I think I'm going to call it Nibelheim, because Nibelheim is like, I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce it, but it sounds weird. But anyways, the game says, oh, you're in Nibelheim, but you're not in the flashback. I guess you're just in Nibelheim. So you can walk forward and fight. You pretty much end up here, and you can go fight the Materia Keeper and leave and get to Rocket Town. And then once you get to Rocket Town, the game skips you ahead to Rocket Town's events, and you basically skip everything in between here and Rocket Town. But that's just one skip. There's also some other skips that are used. The biggest one being a warp, a wrong warp, which is what allows us to warp to the very end of the game. if you put it on weight, you should be able to control Sephiroth. You sure about that? Because he just magically used Bolt without me telling him to. I don't actually know the repercussions of skipping Cait Sith, because shortly after we skipped Cait Sith, we skipped the whole rest of the game. But, my guess is that his model and everything would still be loaded in. He would just have a random name, and other than that, he should be fine, because the game will load him in, even though you never technically got him. Once you get to a place, it'll be like, okay, Cait Sith is supposed to be here, so he'll just be there. But he probably still wouldn't be able to be like used in the PHS at all. Not really sure. Thanks, Whitnum. I will enjoy my vacation. I'm gonna miss you guys, but I'm gonna do my best to enjoy it anyways. Like, for example, when I cheat, like, the end of the game, like, I remember a while ago, I cheated a save from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. So all I had was Cloud. But, like, the ending cutscene where all the characters are standing around talking still happened. But then it just only put Cloud in my party. So I don't know. Just remember one thing on your vacation. Basketball! I'll never forget. I'll never forget. Yeah, that's Mr. Smiles. Mr. Smiley. Oh, there's a fight. This is new. Oh, we're fighting that thing that came out. Provoke it and you're dead is what he said. I guess I'll just stand here then. I'll just give you a potion. Sephiroth! I got you! There you go, dude. You're all set. You're all set to kill him now. Guess I'll just... What was that? Some Kamehameha? So am I just supposed to sit here and watch him or something? Holy crap, how much life does this thing got? He's just a dude sitting in a thing. Mako power. I'm just a cheerleader. Go, Sephiroth! You can do it. Sephiroth's our man. Alright, you did it. Sephiroth doesn't even have Peerless. He's like coded in a different way than everyone else. Like, it's not even Peerless status. It's like, just nothing can do damage to him no matter what. Which is basically what Peerless is, but it's different. Like, even, like, death effects, nothing. It's just like, he's programmed to not die. Basically. creepy mansion. So because I chose active, I wasn't able to control Sephiroth. That's weird. Hey, Drifting Sky with the 40 bits. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. So yeah, I'm playing this mod not the intended way. I'm playing it on active because you're supposed to be on wait. And according to Zulov, because of that, I wasn't able to control Sephiroth during that. I don't know why I did that anymore. You're supposed to walk this way. So maybe I'll do it again or something. Almost Chocobo time. Sabron's hyped for the Chocobos. That was weird. I'll show you, Gordo. I'll show it off. I'll show off the goods. If I even remember how to do it, it's been a while. What's up, Dark Lord? I love how Sephiroth says, "Who is it?" at the beginning. It's like, "Who is it? It's me, Cloud. Oh, Cloud. Did you know that we're all gonna die?" Really, Sephiroth? Care to elaborate? Why, certainly. You see all these books I've read. It says my mom's gonna kill everyone. And I'm gonna go help her, so catch you later, dude. Alright, man. It's a little weird, but whatever you want. And he's like, "Oh wait, I forgot. Wait, Sephiroth, I forgot to tell you something." Have I heard about Bubsy? What? Bubsy HD 3D Remix. Square Enix has stopped producing Final Fantasy VII Remake and Kingdom Hearts 3 so they could make Bubsy 3D XD Remake. Bubsy is getting a brand new game. Why does that not surprise me? Why does it not surprise me? They would instead of like going back and making like good games good again, like Legend of Legaia or Legend of Dragoon, let's revive Bubsy. Also, how's it going, D65? Is that how I say it? How's it going? You asked me what I don't like about Final Fantasy VII. I mean, this is my favorite game of all time, but it definitely has a lot of issues. The coding is awful. The coding is awful. There's a lot of glitches that people, even not even like glitches that you have to go find, but glitches that people ran into on the original version of the game, like the save crystal glitch. So there's definitely some issues with it. But I think maybe the one thing that I would change, if I could change one thing about Final Fantasy VII, it would be the characters. Not the characters like plot-wise. I love the characters plot-wise, but Battle-wise, they're all too similar. I've talked about this a lot on my stream before, but all the characters in this game are very similar. Their stats are only slightly different, and their limit breaks are different, and that's about it. This game was the first one to really deviate from the class system, like super hard, to where there are no mages, there are no... Like, the closest thing is Eris being a healer, and that's about it. Everyone else, there's no real classes. Everyone just, you basically, if you want someone to be a magic caster, you just give them magic materia, and then they get magic stat, and they can be a magic caster. So, which is okay. I like the fact that you can change... You can kind of, okay, I want Tifa to be the magic caster, and then just give her a bunch of magic materia, and she kind of becomes the mage. But it's not different enough. It would have been nice if the characters really had a better uniqueness to them in battle. Basically, I would have done exactly what the New Threat mod did. The New Threat mod was a perfect solution to it. Basically, you can still make every character what they want to be if you want, but they also have innate abilities that match their I guess class. So like, you can say that some of them have classes. Like, you can say, like, Kate Sith is the gambler class, and Barrett is the long-range shooter class, and Sid is like a dragoon class, but they don't actually have the stats of those classes. Like, Yuffie is like a thief class. She's really fast, but she's not actually that much faster than anyone. She has, like, slightly more dexterity, and that's about it. So it would have been nice for it to be a little more extreme, to where Yuffie has, like, super dexterity, but, like, no magic stat. And Eris had, like, super magic stat. And Tifa had, like, super attack stat. And Barrett was, like, super tanky. But Barrett has, like, 100 more HP and a little more defense, and that's it. So it would have been nice if they were a little bit more unique. And the same thing with their limit breaks as well. There's too many limit breaks in the game that are just like, this limit break does damage. It would have been nice if Barrett had like some tanky limit breaks that make him like super tanky or something. And like Eris is the only one whose limit breaks are good, but then she dies. So, but like you know, Clouds are okay because he's supposed to be like the warrior or whatever. But Yuffie would have been great if she had some like more like thief-related limit breaks, like one that increases the speed of the whole party, or makes stealing easier, or automatically steals from an enemy, or makes a character invisible or something. Like, you know, something that was more unique. Most of her limit breaks are just more hit limit breaks that do damage. So, yeah, it would have been nice if that were the case. And I like what New Threat did, because it kept the things the way they were, but he made the stats a little more extreme. So like Barrett was like a super tank, and then he also gave them innate abilities, so which like match their characters, which was really cool. Like Tifa had grit, and Eris hit people and healed them and stuff. Alright, do you guys want to see the skip? If I even remember how to do it. It's been so long. And it's in a mod. I don't even know how it's going to work out. I guess we'll see. I can put it on wait, but there's no real reason to, because we're skipping that part. But I guess if it doesn't work or something, then we'll at least get to see Sephiroth. So for those of you just joining us, we're taking a detour from the hardcore mod real quick to show off a speedrun strat that I've used many times on the stream, but I haven't speedran this game in a while, so some of you may not have seen it. I explained it before, but just to give it another explanation, there's a couple different skips in this game that are used in the speedrun to beat the game in only a few hours. One of which being this one, which skips the entirety of everything that happens after Calm before Rocket Town. So it skips the Choco Ranch, it skips all the stuff at Junon, it skips all the first continent stuff, or the second continent stuff, all the Coral Prison, the Golden Saucer stuff, the Chocobo Race stuff, all that stuff. Okay, so let's see. At least I can control him here. Maybe not. Oh, it's not letting me control him. Maybe that was another patch of the mod or something. But anyways, so it skips all of that, and it puts you right before the Materia Keeper in Nibelheim. I'm gonna start calling it Nibelheim. I think that's a better pronunciation. And the way it works basically is you use a game over warp, which the way game over warps work is you die in a specific spot, and then you win a battle in another save file. And the way that the PC game works, this doesn't work on the Final Fantasy on the PS1 version. It's the way that the PC handles memory. The PC version kind of forgets that well, it doesn't forget, it remembers that you were in the Nibelheim flashback, even though you've loaded another save. So it gets confused as to where Cloud is located, and it places them wherever you game overed. Which will be in the Nibelheim flashback. I'm trying to think, will it work? It should work if I just load any save, right? I'll have to see. I'm not doing this exactly the same way as it's done in the speedrun. So hopefully it still works. Yeah, you're essentially setting your last known field map to Mount Nibel. When you die, the game stores the location, and then when you load in the world map, it gets confused. So this is where it happens. Basically, what's supposed to happen here... Well, that's weird. I never noticed you like walk faster right here. Sorry, I find new things all the time in this game, I swear. But you notice how like you walk really fast here, and then you stop, you walk slower when you get to this point? That's weird. Anyways, so basically what normally happens here is you have to talk to Sephiroth, and then you take the picture with Tifa and whatnot. And if you walk all the way down here, Sephiroth's like, yo, what are you doing? Stop doing that. You're supposed to be over here taking a picture. But if we overlap text boxes, Sephiroth can't tell us not to go up there. So what you do is you run into this. When you run into this, Sephiroth also says, hey, stay over here. So what you can do is you can talk to this guy, the photographer, and run into the fence at the same time. And basically what happens is the text boxes get overlapped. If I can do it right. Haven't done it in a while, so I don't remember the setup. Almost. There we go. So our text boxes got overlapped here. So right now, Sephiroth is telling us, hey, stay over here. And at the same time, the photographer is saying, hey, do you think I could take a picture? So when we skip the first text box, Cloud is automatically placed here. Because the game says, Sephiroth says, come over here. And then Cloud moves to this location. Now the photographer is still talking to us though. But because the game made Cloud walk down here, we now have control of Cloud. So what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to be talking to the photographer, and Cloud is supposed to be locked in place while you're talking to the photographer, but because Sephiroth forced us to move to this spot, we're now free to move. So now we can walk up here, and we're going to get overlapping text boxes again. We're still talking to the photographer, but now Sephiroth is telling us, hey, get back over here, you're not supposed to go that way. So now when we skip this text box, now Sephiroth's telling us, calm down, wait over here, and it's supposed to be moving us back down, but because we overlap the text boxes, we still have control of Cloud. So now we can finally get past that little barrier where Sephiroth says, hey, come back, and we can walk into the next section. So now we get the cutscene again, but the game is a little confused at the moment because we're supposed to be back there taking a picture and we're not. So this doesn't actually glitch the save file. All this does, all we've actually done here is we've gotten Sephiroth out of our party. Because normally the game adds Sephiroth to the party when we take the picture. We take the picture and then it's like, okay, Sephiroth and Cloud are together, and then it moves on to the next section. But because we walked there, Sephiroth isn't in our party. The reason we have to do this, normally you could just die here and this would work. But the problem is you can't kill Sephiroth, and Sephiroth's in your party. But now that Sephiroth isn't in our party, we can die, because all we got is crappy level 1 Cloud. So this is what allows us to die. Normally you could do this like without doing that glitch I just did, but the problem is you can't kill Sephiroth. Sephiroth will just obliterate everything. But because we did that glitch, Sephiroth is no longer in our party. Why are you level 1? Because you're always level 1 during the Nibelheim flashback. Because it's young Cloud. So normally Sephiroth would obliterate everything, but Sephiroth's not in our party. So Cloud's going to get obliterated. So now we game overed, and because we're playing the PC version, the Steam version, the game is going to save that location in its memory. Now we can go to any file we want. Could be any file. I could load some other crazy file if I wanted. And all we have to do is win a game, any fight on the world map. Which will be harder than it sounds because this is the new or the hardcore mod. Wait, why did Smoke Bomb go on us? Oh, it escapes the battle. For some reason I was thinking Smoke Bomb did something else. This will make it a little easier because these guys will just run away. So now, we're here. Again. What? So now, we're in the Nibelheim flashback, but we're not actually in the flashback. We're just in Nibelheim, normally. we have the party from the save that I loaded. So I could have loaded like some level 99 save, whatever I wanted. So now that we're here, the game sees that we're not in the flashback. It gives us basically the game progress of being in Nibelheim normally. So we can actually go anywhere we want now. Now the problem is, we're probably going to die horribly, because I'm probably going to get in a random encounter and die, but we'll see what happens. Oh, this is weird. Okay, this has never happened before. So I think the hardcore mod, because we're on the hardcore mod, something changed. This is going to be really weird. So what's supposed to happen is, this isn't supposed to happen. Normally, we're in Nibelheim normally. Oh, you know why this happened? I know why this happened, actually. Because I loaded a save before the flashback. That's why. This is weird. I wonder what will happen. So normally, what would happen is, I would load a save after the Nibelheim flashback, so that this didn't happen. But I loaded one before the Nibelheim flashback, so now we're in the flashback. It's pretty interesting. So do I still have... I do. And Sephiroth didn't even join my party. Now he's just standing there. Oh, this is weird. This is really strange. I'll probably soft lock right here, because Sephiroth isn't in my party. Yeah. So we can't do the cutscene where Sephiroth walks out because he's not in my party. So yeah. But what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to load a save after the flashback. So the flashback's already over. And then you can just walk right up the bridge and go fight Materia Keeper and then just continue the game. So that's just one of the skips that you do in the Final Fantasy VII speedrun. The more interesting one is the wrong warp, which skips from right after Rocket Town to the final battle with Sephiroth. And that one is very interesting. I would be willing to show that off too if you wanted. I think, don't I have a video of that one though? I thought I had a video of wrong warping. Final battle with the train. Could you load a save with 2 people in your party? Would Sephiroth join them? Maybe? There wouldn't really be anything to do there. You'd probably just soft lock at the reactor though. Like, the only thing maybe that would be funny to try is to like load a save with only Cloud in it and make him like level 99. And then do like warp him into there, and then I'd have like a level 99 Cloud that was like stronger than Sephiroth, and I could like I could do that part with a level 99 Cloud instead of a level 1 Cloud. No, the wrong warp skips only work in the PC version. That's why the PC speedrun of Final Fantasy VII is 3 hours and the PS1 is like 8 hours.